Hello viewers. So in today's video, I want to showcase my own e-commerce with Tailwind CSS. In the last video, I covered about Tailwind CSS, not with dot, sorry. Tailwind CSS, with what it does and why it does it make easier. So in this video, I will tell you about. So I will showcase my e-commerce with Tailwind CSS. So the first things first, we do the doc type HTML, the basics, and then we make a haiku to make the div go down, and then we put meta name, and then we make the script, not make exactly, we copy paste from Tailwind CSS, and then we click on the get started, and then go to the place the end. And then we copy this, Control A, and then you're set. After that, I add a style to make a font family, but I didn't make it on the inline because basically it just made it easier for me. And then on the body, I made it so it doesn't have a margin, it has a padding. And then the box chassis is 4 box, and then the background is 950. And then the next, this is for the left bar. I make a different div, background color than left to make it separate. I made it sticky so it can carry over to the next color. And then I add a shadow and text white. And then this is the left bar. You can see the logo here, the cursor default. If you don't use the cursor default, if I erase it, it will do this. So to not like that, you usually use the cursor default, so it doesn't interact with it at all. So it doesn't bother you. And then the next one is the menu. Sorry, the menu. Yes. In the menu, I add animation to make it when you hover onto it, the color changes into red, a darker red. So when you hover to home, product, category, or contact, it will turn the color into a darker red. Unfortunately, it doesn't lead to anything anywhere for the moment because it's still in development. And then the next is the home. So this is the web of the blazers for some items you can configure for basic and rare to extra or if it crits. This is a description that I made up. It's very funny. I think it's very funny and very cool. Which is the main website. This is called Blazers. And then the next is the store, the products. And here we have the Blazers best choices. We have a spawn point, we have a Rubik's cube, we have a swag glasses, the pixelated milk, oxy, and the placeholder. Yeah. And here we have the code. We are also using grid with a grid column, which is also which is also easier to do. And then we are using the placeholder for this, the spawn point, and then we are using the our image, all that. The level is interactable. When you hover it, it turns to shadow. It's very cool, very interactive. And when you customize it, it can visualize on the tablet view, phone, and laptop view. In here, we have something. Hold on, let me search for it. We have something called the what is it again? Yeah, never mind. Somehow. Anyway, we have the TV services. I don't have any image for this yet, only the placeholder for this. We have the pick you up and then food delivery, package, therapy, friendly talk, headphone, and party. I don't have cursor defaults for this yet, but it will be developed further. And then we have the footer here. In the code, you can see that it's using a grid, and then we have a grid column right here, and then we are using 18% width, and then auto margin, which is very useful. And then for tablet size, we have SF grid full, so we will make a two line like this. If it's using a laptop, well, no, actually, only for the tablet. Sorry. And then we also have for the phone. I cannot, I unfortunately cannot do that, but I will show it with expect element. When I shrink it, it's going to be like this. It will be under one line. Like when it's on the basic, it's two lines. On the phone, it's going to be a one line. And then we have this. This will consume two spaces into one space. This is the code. Please don't copy paste it, because if you are training Tailwind CSS, so sorry, I'm used to say Tailwind CSS. So if you are training Tailwind CSS, it's very easy to do, and it's very easy to learn. And if you want to take references for this, just don't forget to credit me on the YouTube link. Yeah, the justify center, item center, we have the flex, we have the padding, we have the rounded, for so it doesn't go too sharp and all that. And then when we go to the footer, all rights reserved 2025. I forgot to add a copyright. Copyright. And I think. Yeah. Copyright. Hold on. There you go. Then we have the icon like that, right there. Copyright all rights reserved 2025. It's very good. It's very neat. It's very responsive. It will visualize. The logo will actually become a column when on the phone size. It is. It's very neat. It's very cool, like I say. It's not interactive yet. I haven't added a element, an anchor, but I will get to that sooner or later, maybe. If I want to continue this. So this is just a basic concept of mine for a landing page. If you want the source code, you can. I not. No, I'm not going to share the source code, of course. I'm just joking. It's very plain. So that's all for this video. This is my e-commerce Tailwind CSS, where I make a whole e-commerce without a CSS file and using Tailwind CSS for inline in the class. This is all my code and stuff. Even though I don't want to share the source code, I would like to show it for you guys. So if you want to learn what it's all about Tailwind CSS and what it can make, you'll make like basically like this. I made this like 2 days. I know very slow or very fast. I know it depends on your skills. And if you're confused on what the text LG or how to increase text, you can search like text size maybe, I think, or something. Fortunately, the internet is low at the moment, so I can't really show you guys. What I search is like the font wave and then list style to get rid of the list in here. Since I use the table here, the unordered list. So if I don't use the no underline or a list node, it will show actually. Oh, never mind, it doesn't show. This is blank. Come on. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, it's basically like that. So if you also want, no, I don't want. So that's all for this video. Sorry if I made any mistakes. This is what Tailwind CSS has to offer for you. It will make it easier, like in the last video. Make it easier, will make your life easier, better, and faster. With Tailwind CSS, you can make everything in one file. Thank you for watching this video. Sorry if I have any mistakes and stuttering like before. The last essay was Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye viewers.